Aura versus Identity Guard. What if I told you they were the same thing? Well, not exactly, but kind of. And while I think Aura is going to be the better choice for most of us looking to avert identity theft or prevent it from happening again, I think both of these companies will treat you well. And if you want to extend that protection to your spouse, your parents on both sides of the family, and as many kids as you'd like, then Aura offers the best balance of a comprehensive package and an approachable price of the 7 identity theft protection solutions I've used. Identity Guard's not bad either. And before you sign up, take a look at my links in the video description. I'll always keep that updated with my latest deals and recommendations. Once you get behind the dashboard, you're going to see a lot of similarities between Aura and Identity Guard. And the reason for this is simple. Aura actually owns Identity Guard. When you call customer support with either company, they're going to see your account regardless of which one you use. Which has led to some confusion for me, because I use both of them. But luckily this means you're working with the same awesome support team. And I know that's boring, but like I say in all my videos, that's really important with identity theft protection. Just think of the mindset that you're likely to be in when you're actually calling these companies. You need someone who has your back. Now, how Aura and Identity Guard both work in a nutshell is that you input your personal information and they monitor the dark web to see if you've been pwned. There are all sorts of things you can track. Obviously your name, your social security number, your email addresses, but also some things you might not have thought about, like your gamer tags, your IP addresses, and your loyalty card numbers. And if they find you've been pwned, which frankly who hasn't, you'll get an alert. They'll tell you what they found, where they found it, and what you should do about it. And just for giggles and that other benefit that kids get praised for and adults don't, I'll show you what Aura and Identity Guard each turn up for me on the dark web a little bit later in this video. But beyond dark web monitoring, Aura and Identity Guard go a bit further by monitoring the public web for your personal information and proactively submitting opt-out requests with data brokers on your behalf. They do this on an ongoing basis, and I really haven't seen any other identity theft protection companies offering it. It should help to reduce robocalls and spam mail, both digital and physical. And while I haven't done a scientific study, it does seem like I get a bit less since signing up. And now we're at the point where Aura and Identity Guard start to diverge. All of Aura's plans include public record monitoring, so if someone tries to add their name to your home deed or if they use your name during an arrest, you'll get an alert for that. Now this is a little confusing with Identity Guard because they say it's only included on the highest tier plan, but the section's available in my dashboard on the value plan. Luckily I don't have any of those alerts, so I can't confirm if it's working on the value plan. But I'd assume that you need an upgraded plan for this to work with Identity Guard. In addition to 3 bureau credit monitoring, all of Aura's plans come with monthly Vantage scores and annual credit reports from all 3 bureaus, and all of this is pulled right into your dashboard. Aura even includes a credit lock, so you can prevent unwanted inquiries into your credit file with the click of a button, which is a nice added level of security. And once again, all of this is available with Identity Guard, but you will need to choose an upgraded plan to access it. And it's the same story with transaction monitoring, so if you want to link credit cards and bank accounts so that you can get alerts of any transactions over a specified limit, that's included on all of Aura's plans. But with Identity Guard, it's only in the higher tier plans. Now, Identity Guard says you get safe browsing, which is a VPN and malware protection, on all of their plans. And you definitely get this with Aura. Both Aura and Identity Guard do include a password manager, but I think with all 3 of those things, a VPN, malware protection, and a password manager, you can find more specialized solutions elsewhere. All of this is to say that the benefits of Aura and Identity Guard can be quite similar, or nearly identical. But Aura's plans are more comprehensive and straightforward, whereas Identity Guard's plans tend to follow a tiered structure. It's kind of like if you signed up for Netflix, but you can only watch their Netflix originals unless you pay more. God, I hope that day's not coming. But all of the plans from both Aura and Identity Guard do offer great dark web monitoring, so let's dig deeper into that. I monitor the exact same personal information across both of these companies. And I'm fortunate enough that aside from the opt-out request for my information on the public web, the only alerts that I get are from my leaked login credentials on the dark web. Sounds scary, but unless you've been hyper vigilant with your digital footprint, you'll probably have some dark web hits too. And now for the main event. Surprise! Aura and Identity Guard turn up the exact same dark web alerts. This is probably because they're using the same technology to scan the dark web. In total, they find 18 dark web hits, and 9 of these are unique. Just to give you a sense of what this looks like, my unique dark web alerts come from large websites like Adobe, Dropbox, MySpace, Canva, Twitter, and Ticketfly. I have 2 from smaller sites too, Indaba Music and Chegg. Guys, it's like an archaeology excursion digging up the decades you've spent on the internet. Wait, we're not that old, are we? And here's the kicker. The username and password for one of my Gmail accounts was the 9th unique hit, which totally explains all the weird stuff that was going on with my accounts over the past several years. Pro tip, or maybe it's an amateur tip, don't use the same login credentials across multiple websites. Or even the same password. Credential stuffing is a thing. The remaining non-unique dark web alerts are from compilations, where basically someone scrapes up boatloads of login credentials and puts them all in one place to make life even easier for identity thieves. Now, the dark web monitoring you get with both Aura and Identity Guard is really good when compared to the 5 other companies I've used. And while there's good monitoring and bad monitoring, no one is bulletproof. That's why it's also important to consider what these companies offer for threat resolution. And here we return to the story of Identity Guard's tiered membership plans versus Aura's comprehensive packages. Aura's plans include white glove fraud resolution, and if you're ever a victim of identity theft, they'll put together a comprehensive plan and handhold you through the entire process until your issue is resolved. And while you get the same wonderful customer support with Identity Guard, if you want the white glove fraud resolution, you'll have to upgrade to their top tier plan. While the family plans for both Aura and Identity Guard will protect 5 adults and unlimited children, Identity Guard's identity theft insurance is capped at $1 million, whereas Aura's plans cover $1 million per adult. That's up to $5 million in identity theft insurance with Aura. When it comes to price, you may be able to sneak out a better deal with Identity Guard depending on the features you're looking for, but most likely you're going to be pushed up to one of the higher tiers. And if you do, Aura quickly becomes a better deal. But if you're just looking for a stripped down identity theft protection solution, then Identity Guard might make sense. But that's before you apply my discounts. Remember to check out my links in the video description here for my latest deals and recommendations. If you want to learn more about Aura, check out my in-depth review right here on this channel. I also have one for Identity Guard and tons more in the queue, so stay tuned.